Bill Hicks wasn't just a comedian, he was a cultural phenomenon, a force of nature disguised as a man on stage, cigarette in hand, anger in his eyes.
I didn't tell jokes, I spoke truth, I railed against hypocrisy.
He saw the world with laser focus, identifying its absurdities and shoving them back in its face. He was a prophet, a truth teller, a voice in the wilderness. And like most prophets, he wasn't always appreciated in his own time.
I started young, a scrawny kid from the South. I took the stage with a microphone and something to say.
He honed his craft in smoky clubs, his humor evolving into something sharper, more insightful. He wasn't afraid to offend. In fact, he seemed to relish it.
I saw hypocrisy everywhere, and I wouldn't let it stand. My comedy was a weapon, and I wielded it with precision.
Politicians, advertisers, the religiously self-righteous, nobody was safe. He attacked them all with equal venom, exposing their shallowness, their greed, their utter lack of humanity. He saw through the facade the carefully constructed image and revealed the ugliness beneath. He was a mirror held up to society, and what it reflected back wasn't always pretty.
But there was more to me than anger. Beneath the rage, there was a deep well of compassion, a longing for a better world, a belief that things could be different.
He saw the potential in humanity, even as he mocked its failings, and that, perhaps, is what made him so compelling. He was a walking contradiction, cynical yet hopeful, angry yet compassionate, a man who saw the worst in us, but still believed in the best. Hicks' anger wasn't random. It wasn't the tantrum of a man-child. It was targeted, focused, and laser-sharp. He aimed his wrath at those who deserved it most, the powerful, the greedy, the self-righteous.
Politicians, with their empty promises and blatant corruption, were easy targets. I saw through their facade, their carefully crafted personas designed to manipulate and deceive.
He called them out on their hypocrisy, their lies, their utter disregard for the people they were supposed to serve.
Advertisers, those peddlers of consumerism and empty desires, were another favorite target. I saw them for what they were, manipulators, preying on our insecurities, convincing us that happiness could be found in the next purchase.
He mocked their jingles, their slogans, their entire industry built on creating needs we never knew we had.
And then there was organized religion. As an atheist, I reserved some of my most biting commentary for religious extremists, the self-proclaimed moral guardians who use fear and guilt to control the masses.
He saw through their hypocrisy, their judgment, their utter lack of compassion for anyone outside their narrow worldview. Hicks's comedy was a direct assault on the status quo. He challenged everything we thought we knew about the world, forcing us to confront uncomfortable truths about ourselves and the society we lived in.
Prophet in a punchline. Bill Hicks wasn't just funny, he was a seer, a truth-teller, a middle finger to the face of hypocrisy. Southern roots, cosmic jokes. From a young age, Hicks questioned everything. Texas gave him his start, but his comedy was destined for bigger stages. Laughing at the abyss politics, religion, consumerism, nothing was sacred. Hicks's satire was a weapon against the bullshit of modern life. The enemies of authenticity, politicians, advertisers, televangelists, they were all targets of his wrath. He exposed their greed and manipulation. The man who knew too much? Hicks's death at 32 shocked the world. Was it just pancreatic cancer or something more sinister? The laughter that never dies. Hicks's legacy endures. He inspires comedians and truth seekers alike to fight for authenticity and challenge the status quo. Hicks's fans are a breed apart. They see him as a martyr, a visionary. His comedy is a shared language of dissent. Hicks spoke truth to power when others were too afraid. He gave a voice to those who felt unheard and unseen. Hicks showed us that comedy can be a powerful tool for social change. He made us laugh, think and question everything. Hicks's message is more relevant than ever in our age of political division, corporate greed and social media echo chambers.